Hey, good morning. This is Dr. Bob McIntosh, Health Source Chiropractic in Rapid City. I was sitting trying to come up with a topic for the video today, and so I'm trying to think of something that's interesting enough, something that'll catch your attention that you can really learn from, and something that really sets us apart from what a lot of other people do. And so that's what I wanted to make sure and touch base with you today and show you what I mean. So when you've had an evaluation in our office, we really dig deep into trying to figure out if we can really help. If we can't help, we let you know that, but then if we can, we're going to evaluate ultimately subluxation or something that, as far as a disturbance or a problem with the spine and nervous system, in one of four areas, whether it's mobility, the alignment of the spine, the pain and inflammation, or the strength and stability. And so those four areas is really what we do. We dig through them trying to figure out, all right, what is the cause of the person's pain or problems? What is reducing their health from being as healthy as it possibly could? And then ultimately, can we fix it? And so that's what I want to make sure of today and show you is one of the ways that I make sure and do that, and that's x-rays. And I utilize x-rays to really help me determine, number one, is it safe to adjust? Number two is, if I start adjusting, am I going to start being able to correct something, or am I just going to kind of be chasing pain? But then lastly is your alignment. And so what I'll do is I want to talk about, so you see this spine model that's up here above my head. See the neck has a curve forward, then the mid back has a curve backwards, like towards as far as your hump in your mid back, and then your low back should have a curve that goes forward as well. So it's this one's called lordosis curvature. This is a kyphosis, and then this up here is going to be another lordosis curvature. And so I have another spine model here that I can show you more on, but I really want to make sure and touch base on the x-rays, because you don't get to see that very much. I get to see them all the time. And you know, it's funny, people forget about what they know and how important it really is, but this is something I wanted to share with you today. So this person has been a chiropractic patient for a long time. When I say a long time, I'm talking 25 years. But what's happened, nobody's stepped up and told them how to correct the problem, and so they can go in and prevent this from getting worse. And so that's what I want to make sure and show you today. So number one, there's a ton of arthritis in this person's neck. And so do you remember me talking about on this this picture up here? See the head, and then the curvature goes forward towards the front of the face, and then the mid back goes towards the back. So this person's facing the opposite direction. And so what happens is, this is the spine right here. Here's the jaw, and then here's the back of the skull right here. And then each of these vertebrae, what happens is they're stacked on top of each other, but they have a cushion or a shock absorber. And when they get stuck, or even sometimes moving too much, they get arthritic and wear out the joint. So it looks on the x-ray like there's no space between them. And so it really tells me more of a picture of, can I get this person better? Or how much can I get them better? So on this x-ray, I had concerns. I made sure and set this up so it doesn't share any of the person's information. So it's a good x-ray to share with you guys. So this is the first vertebra right here. This is that one. If you've been adjusted, I always quiz you. This is your atlas. And then this is the second vertebra, and it has a part that comes up in here, and the atlas spins on its axis. And so this is the two vertebrae that create a lot of the rotation, and then even a lot of the tipping forward and backwards in the very top of the spine. And that's this bone and this bone on this actual model. And so we have the third, fourth, fifth, sixth, and seventh vertebra. So we can see all seven vertebrae in the spine right here. But we see this jog, it comes up, goes backwards, and then goes forward. And so we have this hump in the middle of the neck. And you can see, if you can see this, which I'm pretty sure you can see a dark space right here, which is the big disc space, and it tells me that that joint's not worn out. I can see that this green arrow points right through this big, thick, juicy cushion or disc space. But I go down 2 levels even, and there starts a significant amount of arthritis, and you can see right here it's probably around 75% gone. And then this level right here, what's happening is it's even might be at 80% gone. So it's almost down to the point it's bone on bone. So, but this is a patient that's been adjusted. It's a patient that's worked on this and gotten adjusted 3-4 times a year, maybe 6 times a year, something like that. But they never understood the full importance of mobility, alignment, pain, and strength and stability. And so that's what I want to make sure and show you. So I've got to figure out if I can fix this. One last thing that complicates this is this bone right here. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The 5th vertebra is shifted backwards 3 millimeters, so it's retrolesthesis or it's stuck backwards because of the arthritis, and it's not really wanting to move. And so this person is pretty darn tough to adjust. And so this is what we're dealing with. So now I've got to, all right, I want to be able to fix this. So can I fix it? Can I not? So what I do is there's something called it's from Adrian Denewald. It's called a dinner roll. And see, you can say dinner roll, whatever you want to say. It's gluten-free either way. But this is it's a foam fulcrum for the neck. So we're going to place this in this spine model just like this, and then push that spine forward to see if we can create that curvature in the spine. So, and this has been heavily researched. It was researched overseas by PTs and MDs in a hospital setting, and being able to see what kind of curvature changes can happen, and so what happened was the chiropractors directed the study. They came up with the study, and they had someone else execute it. So they didn't have any part in it. So it's completely a randomized trial. It's very specific on what the controls are, and then also being able to see what the outcomes end up being. So this person this is their torso, this is their head, and so they don't have bad posture. So they look like they have great posture, but this is what's going on in their neck. So I'll talk a lot about anterior head carriage later, or sticking their head forward on x-ray, and so we'll do that later. But I'm going to place this dinner roll right here in the spine, and so what happens, you can see this right here now, okay? You can see it in the black, and it shapes just like this. We can fit that right in there, and so we can get this force, to create this force in the curvature, pushing this forward. So we go each of these vertebrae, but what you can see right away is there's a huge curve that can be put in this person's spine. So it can be potential, but it can't be a guaranteed outcome. So what happens is we know that this is proper placement for the dinner roll itself, and we need to be able to make sure that we can take and deliver that. And so then you monitor progress. You can take 3 months, 6 months, be able to take an x-ray to be able to see if this is improved, see where we're at, see what needs to be changed, those types of things. So this person, there's significant changes that can be done, and their disability scores can be reduced. They don't have to have neck complaints. We can really help them. So this made me very hopeful in their case, and it made me to where I can give them more confidence in the care that we're delivering. So that's something we do in our office. It's dealing with the alignment and the mobility, and it finds the source of the pain, because we can take and relieve that degeneration. We can take the pressure off of it, and then we can make those bones start to move better again. Not 100%, can't fix all of it, but we can get in there probably around 85-90%, but they probably won't even have any symptoms. But we'll be able to fix a big percentage of it. So if you know somebody that has, just like this person, really good posture, but a lot of neck problems, stiffness, degeneration, arthritis, and they've been to the chiropractor, this is the place for them, because we can actually get them different results. I promise I'll end up taking and going through, pushing to make sure that I get the outcomes that are expected, but on the other side of it too, there's some cases that I can't get any better. So hope you have a great day. This is Dr. Bob McIntosh, Health Source Chiropractic.